Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have some exciting news. I am going to an ayahuasca ceremony. I am so happy. I need this. I know ayahuasca will give me that push that I need, that kind of understanding, that whimsical feeling. In about a week, I am going to have my second ayahuasca ceremony. I'm going to blog as much as I can. I'm going to give you a lot of information about the event and dietary restriction, things to pack on your trip. I wasn't really prepared, even though I watched a lot of YouTube videos. It did not prepare me as much as like the in-person preparation. This time I am mentally ready, physically ready as well. I just need to do some shopping. This is an outdoor event, like camping stuff. We're gonna be in a large tent and I've never done that before. Generally, I think it costs too much for me, especially for somebody who is not stable. I know I need that push because like the first time I wasn't so prepared mentally. I didn't know what to expect. I just let it go. I did have intention and I spoke to Mother Aya and everything, but this time, like, because I know what I'm expecting, I know what to prepare for, and like this time I know I'm gonna take foods with me, because last time when I went to the ceremony, I was so scared and I was paranoid the whole time, and like I was so hungry. Like the soup was not helping me and we kept missing breakfast. A lot of events that we didn't participate in it because we didn't know anything about it. Nobody so I went with my partner and nobody was like talking to us. We were just all alone the whole entire time. Even during like after ceremony, it didn't feel like a community to me. It felt like an individual thing. People had their own group and they were separated, and I just literally did not like that. I want to know everybody's story, what everybody was going through, and apparently they were telling people not to share stories and stuff, and I'm like, that makes no sense. How are you gonna learn anything? You know, because we're there to learn. I guess they didn't want to influence other people's visions or experience by hearing it, but I'm like, give it to me. Like, I was so scared. Like, when I went there, I remember this lady, she was like, she has 46 ceremonies. She went to 46 ayahuasca ceremony, and I was like, whoa. Going into it, you know, we were like, we're gonna do this one time and never again. We were starving the entire time, like, too, because we were inside indoor and it was so cold. One of the like hardest part, it was so cold. We were cold the entire time. We were cold during the ceremony. We were cold when we went to our bedroom. We were cold. There were no heat. They didn't give us no heat. We were so cold. Even with our jackets, we were freezing. We were cold. We were scared because we didn't know what we was expecting. And then like at nighttime, like the second ceremony of I think the second ceremony night, like I was so scared. I couldn't look at the door because I felt like somebody was standing in the door, and like somebody literally opened the door and like was standing there and then like left the door open, didn't close it, no nothing. And it was scaring me the whole time, and I couldn't look that way, so I had to turn my face the other way, and I did not like it. I was too cold. I was feeling too freaked out. There was nobody really to talk to and talk about the experience at that time. And like because it's my first time with, you know, it was just really, you know, I was really paranoid. I was panicking the whole time, and like even though like I started slowly adjusting, but it's just like it was not good. Like the nighttime I was cold, I was hungry, I kept missing breakfast, and so there was no food. Like when I was trying to, like I think the last day or the second day, I don't know, one of those days, I went to get breakfast and I couldn't get through the doors. I don't know how to get inside the facility, inside the cafeteria to get food. So I was like really going around the room over and over, and nobody, and there were people inside the cafeteria and did not open the door for me. And I was just so bummed out, and it was just like so crazy. So I was hungry the entire time, and all I took with me was tea, tea bags to drink tea. Like now I know to take fruits and some snacks, some granola bars, some protein stuff that will give you good source of food. And like the first night when I went there, the soup was so good, chef kiss. But the rest of the time the food was shit. It was so gross. I think we were allowed to go outdoor to get food and stuff, but we didn't know of the location so much, so we didn't go out. And I think it was quite a drive to go to a food place, so we didn't go to any food place, nothing. We were just starving the entire time. Yeah, we were so cold, and like we were everybody, like we were asked to take notebook to take jot down ideas and stuff. Somebody stole my notebook, and I know somebody stole it because I don't know what else had to happen. Like there was a lot of writings in it. There are a lot of scrabble writings in it. Like why would you do that? You should ask like whose stuff is it, because I needed to look at the stuff, you know, what I wrote. But somebody stole my notebook. I never found it. They never be like, oh, lost, stolen books, we found. No announcement, nothing. I just lost my book. Yeah, and so like I think it's good to take a flashlight with you or something, because it gets dark during the ceremony. Even though they have light, like it's hard to see. So I was literally using their LED light to like write down on my notebook, because it was so hard to see. So I was like literally putting, at first I didn't know what to do. I was just writing. So I was just writing everywhere. Like I thought I was writing in the straight line, but I was not writing in the lines at all. I literally wrote it everywhere. And then like the next day, I don't even know, the next day I was just like, what the heck is this? But later on I found out, like I was like, oh, why don't I take the candle and put it like where I'm actually writing, really close to the paper. And so that's what I did. That's what my partner did, and we were good. You know, he was able to write, he was able to channel, which is so good. And I really regretted my second night, because my second night I didn't get to do much. My partner channeled and I wrote the information down, and we figured like he was the channeler and I was just right. And so I didn't really experience of my own experience. I try to mimic his stuff, like channeling or like experience raising my vibration up, but I really couldn't. And the shaman kept coming and like throwing us off with all the energy. And then I remember in the beginning of the ceremony, the one of the ladies was like, oh, the shaman's gonna take it easy with you guys. We had a complaint before how the shaman was like doing so much or whatever. And honestly, now that I think about it, I think he should give it his all. He should not hold back. Like, why? You were here for your experience, and go hard, and you know, get the maximum of it all, get its worth. Because I felt like there were times we were just in a limbo, we were just in a stuck energy, because you are also getting influenced by other people's energy as well. And all you're doing, like you look like acting like a zombie, I think. And so we were just in that stuck energy because of other people, and because the shaman had lowered his vibration, I guess, or whatever, the frequency. And so it was really hard at a lot of times. Like we would think of something and the shaman would go and he would just change the whole energy, and sometimes it would go up and sometimes it would go down. And then when it went down, it was like really bad. And like he did it according to the collective everybody was feeling. And I just felt like that was just not so, I don't know, I didn't like. I mean at that time it was good, but this time I'm like, I don't think he should take it easily. I'm like, go as hard as you can, go wild, unleash everything to us, because we need that experience. I need that experience. I needed to go wild and hard. And so like to get the things, I am there to get it done. And I know like, and also the third night I didn't get so much experience. I didn't feel really nothing. I guess the last night the third night was the lowest vibration feeling ever. All you felt was like everybody was just like laying down on the bed, just dead. I don't know. I only had one experience that it's kind of like how you feel like during when if you watch the Matrix movie, like when Neo was getting birthed, he found his body. They found his body, and he's just getting birthed. He found out where he was actually was captive. For me, I felt like it was like I was in a place, I don't know where. It was dark, but not too dark enough to see. It was me, three other people, or four other people, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's three, and with me is the fourth person, and we were just like this in a baby position, like, yeah, in a baby position, and we were just floating or whatever by something. I know I just had to go close to it and just go and my go like this, and put my knees closer in like a baby position, I would say, but not so much as a baby position. I don't know how to describe it. And I was just like, and like after when I gained conscious, I was like, oh, I didn't want to be here. It was so boring. There was nothing to do. And so I kept doing it back. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back to sleep because there's nothing to do. And then they happened 3 times to me. And the last time I was like, okay, it's boring. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go anything. I'm willing to do anything but go back to sleep in that position like that. And so and I kept saying, I'm not going back. I don't care. I want anything but this experience, of nothingness. So I remember a bright light came to me, and it from above, and it was just like it went inside my heart. And then I woke up. That was my only experience I experienced. Later on, I kept feeling sexual energy, and it was so, sexual energy was so wild, it was so crazy. I was just sucked into a portal of sexual stuff, and it was so crazy because I'm just like, oh no, I was so scared. I was so traumatized because I'm like, I don't want the people, the volunteers, to walk past me and see what I'm imagining. I felt so embarrassed, so I kept stopping, but I had to fight that sexual energy because it lured me in so good and kept me. And then I was just like, all of a sudden I would just get out. I'm like, no, because the volunteers were walking around and I could feel it, and so I would just come back. I'm like, no, stop imagining that, stop it. And I remember there was this guy who came shirtless. It made it even worse for me, and I'm like, no, he wasn't even attractive, okay, nothing. It's just the fact that he was shirtless and he was just walking around. He had nice abs, I think, I don't know, but he was just walking around just like, don't do it, dude, why did you do this, and I'm like, don't come back, do not come back, I will see you later, thank you, bye.